Hello, my name is Blake Ferguson. This is my presentation for my professional learning unit for TL712. This is a quick tour of iNow or Chalkable as pertaining to daily attendance for new teachers and also the gradebook. So these are two things that they'll most likely access every single day, and they will need to know how to do that before school starts. So this is just a quick how-to video to get them started. Of course, there's a lot in there that they can explore, but these are the basic functions that's going to get them started for the first day. First, we're going to log in. It takes us to our home page. Anything can be accessed on this left side tabs. So the first thing, really what you want to, every time you come to this, you're going to click on Classroom, and everything you need is going to be over here. The main two things are the first two things, gradebook and attendance. We're going to start with attendance because it's the easiest to do. It's the first thing you do in class. So we click on attendance, and then here's you have to click on your class, and then it brings your class up. So we have 2 people absent, and you click on you check mark their box, and then their name is highlighted. Then you'd come over here to missing, and you click on missing, and as you see, their circle turns red, so it looks like a little target inside. That means they're missing. So that is the first step. The second step would be to come and post. That means everything's taken care of. Well, what if you're taking roll and 2 were missing and 1 came in while you were taking roll? Well, there's the opportunity to count the student tardy. So you would click on their checkbox and then click tardy, and you see the little green minus sign appears in their circle. At that point, you have everything taken care of, and you hit post. So this is out of date because it's last semester, so it's going to give us some errors, but that's the general idea. You'll see that in your classes will already be added for you, and you'll just be able to click on your class and then add that. And that's pretty simple. So the next thing is a little more involved. Again, you're going to access to the Classroom tab. It'll drop down, and you're going to click on the gradebook. So your classes will be here. What we're going to do is click on our class after we've selected gradebook. Click on our class. Then it brings up, looks like a gradebook. Well, I've already added some grades, but everything in manage over here is how we get started. The first thing we have to do, since you won't have any grades, anything set up, you have to click categories. You have to add a category. I've already added a category, but I'm going to show you how to do another one. We'll call this tests. Okay, you can choose to drop the high score or drop their low score, and then if you wanted tests to count more than anything else, then you could put in a percentage of, say, 60 or 70% of their grades comes from tests. That's up to you, but then you'd have to make sure the percentage would be equal out to 100. If you had 3 different categories, then you'd want one of them to be 70, the next one to be 20, and maybe one to be 10. So you have to keep that in mind when you're adding percentages. So create, that's my category. So I have that in. I have participation and tests. All right, so I'm going to close that. Now, once I have my categories in, I can add an activity, and that's how you're going to get your daily grades in or anything like that. So here's the date. Make sure you put the date that that you've given the test or the assignment. The category, that's very important. We'll say that we gave a test. Okay, you have to name it. This is a iNow test. Okay, these are very important to the grading properties. Both graded, the graded has to be selected. Can the drop student score? That's up to you, but that doesn't have to be selected. But graded has to be selected. The total has to be whatever you want to make it, the multiplier, and so on. Weight addition, they have to be marked in, even if there's not any weight addition. So at that point, 524.18 iNow test. I always click visible in home portal. What does that mean? Well, that means their parents are going to be able to see that they took the test, and they'll see the grade. Create. Okay, it's going to pop up again. You're going to hit OK. And it's going to bring up another one in case you needed to put in multiple activities. So once you hit cancel and you go out of the screen, here are your grades. So there is the I Now test given on 5/24. And then at that point, we can put in our grades. So if you were given a daily grade and all of them were 100s, then you don't have to push 100 every single student. You can right click and hit fill, and then that fills it in for the rest of the column. You can also drop or late or incomplete or exempt. So there's some categories there. So that is a really quick tutorial on basic things as far as getting you started. The two main things that you're going to use this for. There's lots of other things. You can look at the handbook, the PDF handbook that gives you detailed, but these are the two things that are going to get you started day one. And I hope this helps and makes you feel a little bit more comfortable about teacher procedures that we have to do that are part of our job that's not really teaching. So all right, thank you very much and good luck.